Good morning and good morning.
Good
Welcome to
morning.
another episode of Let's Talk Motivation with Mommy's Tea Time, where we transform, empower, and inform mompreneurs and women walking in purpose. I am your host, Ramika Latash, and today's episode is a soul stirrer. We're talking about becoming through the brokenness, the healing, and the rising. I am honored to welcome a woman who embodies courage and clarity. She's a wife, a mother, entrepreneur, truth teller, indeed, and the founder of Heartbeats Connection, Beats Logistics, and Boss Cleaning Service. And now she's launching a movement that's about to shake the chains loose. I
That's
know
right.
that's right. Please welcome Shakara Hickman, the powerhouse behind the more hitting, becoming her. Now let me get this right. Behind no more hiding, I am becoming her. Shakara, welcome to the tea time. I already feel the strength that you are going to carry on this show. I want you to tell the listeners a little bit about yourself and who Shakara is. Shakara, I ain't gonna keep messing your name up. Behind this title.
Good morning, everyone. I'm a woman that I'm in transformation. I've been through a lot of trauma. Some I feel like it started in my childhood. Like she said, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a full-time psychology student, I'm a business owner, I'm a full-time employee. um, I just began to write a book, so I'm an author now. I'm just me. Like I'm a woman that is no longer hiding. That's me in a nutshell.
That is her. Let me tell you, she acting all shy right now. But I just met Shakara last what was that? Last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
Yep, I did a walk for the cancer walk, volunteering, giving out water. And I stopped to get something to eat. And she came up to me. I mean, she don't realize she poured into me the boldness that she has, the fire that she has. I mean, it was already bright and sunny outside, but she lit it up even more. And when just briefly talking to her and just hearing her story, I'm just like, I have to stay connected with her. And she has to get on this show because this is what Mommy's Tea Time is about. And I know that our listeners need to hear what Shakara has to say. So I'm excited to have her on this show. I know she is going to pour into our listeners and she's going to ignite someone today who may be going through some things. We are just getting out of the month of mental health month. So she's definitely perfect, I think, to have her on this show. We know, we don't like to hold you long on the show. So we just want to get you motivated and get you through the week. So we're going to start with our first question for Shakira. Um, as I said earlier, she's built 3 businesses and are now launching a nonprofit, No More Hiding. I am becoming her. I just want to ask you, what was the moment that made you say, I can't hide anymore? I have to help other women heal.
That moment was silent. Um, it wasn't no spotlights. It wasn't no cameras. It wasn't a round of applause. It was me looking into the mirror and saying, I'm tired. I am tired of the lies. I am tired of the manipulation. I am tired of creating an illusion. A lot of people don't know when you have low self-esteem, I don't care if it's to yourself online, you create an illusion and you create these images and then you start to live them out. So growing up, I was a liar. I lied about my whole life, but I lied because I was ashamed of who I was. I was ashamed of some of the things that happened to me. I was broken. I was torn. So in my head, I had all these different characteristics that I had to live up to. I had to play. So over here, I was this person to this, I was this person to this. I got tired and I said to myself, if I don't stop bleeding on people that didn't cut me, I'm never going to have nothing or no one. And when I say that, I mean, because a lot of people, we hear the saying all the time, hurt people, but I don't think people really understand what that means.
Mhm.
Hurt people. Until you become healed, you will be hurt. And any and everybody that you touch, you're going to bleed on. And I got tired because I started to understand and learn that people I were hurting, they didn't do nothing to me. They're not the ones that caused my pain. So I had to say, I'm going to push everybody away. I had this coping mechanism growing up of basically, I got to get you before you get me.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to hurt you. So when you hurt me, I'm not hurt because I already hurt you. So it was a fear of, let me protect myself and let me hurt you and push you away now so that you don't got to get close to me, because everybody that was close to me either hurt me or left me.
Yeah.
So I got tired. To the world, I was just this funny, loving mother. I was everything, but emotionally, I was broken. Spiritually, I was torn. So I had to learn, I had to heal my own hurt. Like, I feel like growing up, I used a lot of my traumas as a shield to protect me. I was sabotaging relationships. I just, I got tired. So I had to find a time where I looked into the mirror and I said, enough is enough. Whatever you've been through, you've been through. You can't change it, but don't wear it on your sleeve. But in learning that and in saying that to myself, I had to start living it. So a lot of us, we got a tendency of, we'll say and identify the problem, but it takes some strength to start moving on this problem. So for me, I had to get to that point because it was years ago. I'm going to change. I know I got to get better. And I knew within myself, I wasn't sugar, honey, iced tea. I knew that.
Yeah.
But to keep this image up, I identified the problem, but I never changed it. I had to come to say, like, enough is enough. Like, I got to change. It's not for you. It's not for my kid. It's not for nobody. I got to change for me. If I want to heal, I got to begin to change. Like, I realized that I wasn't just hiding from the world, but I was hiding from me. So I had to just give up and make a choice. Like, what is it going to be, Shakira? Like, what are you going to do? And that's when I say, like, I got to be honest about who I am. I got to be honest about what I've been through. I got to be honest about how I feel. And I got to keep it moving. Like, I got to know that it's okay to cry, but you can't stay crying. It's okay to fall, but you can't stay down. So within that time, I learned that, Shakira, if you know you could do this, how many other women behind you doing it? It's a lot of women out here. I know they are so broken. They are so torn. And they do things to cover it up. And that's not really them. So it's like when we look at these people and we pass judgment, do we know what their real stories are? Because a lot of us create a mask. I know for me, I had many a mask on. So you never got to understand the raw Shakira. You understood who the mask, the pretty, glamorous, she a moneymaker, she a go-getter, she a mother, she got a lot of kids. That's what you know, but you ain't know the little girl that cried, the little girl that didn't know how to tell you how she felt, the woman that was abused. You didn't know them things. So it came to me like, Shakira, with you telling your story, you can help other people, because no matter what age you are, no matter what gender you are, no matter how you feel about yourself, once you start to dig deep, you're going to have to leave places and things alone.
Yes.
And I learned, for me, that was the biggest thing in my journey, cutting the world off, because I had to find me. And when it's like taking the soda, shaking it up. Eventually, when you open it, it's going to explode.
Yes.
So for me, I exploded already so many times and it wasn't safe. It didn't get me nowhere. So now I had to learn to take off the wrapping, remove everything around me, and just slowly by surely dig deep into me. Open the closet slowly by surely, because of course, when we open the closet, it's things that we don't want to come out. It's people that we don't want to notice, because a lot of us are too in tune with trying to live our life for other people. And when I say that to people, they be like, oh no, girl, I'm grown. I don't live my life for nobody but me. Yes, you do.
Yes, it
They can
is.
go do certain things because certain people are going to say something. You're not going to say
Mhm.
certain things because certain people are going to feel a type of way. So you're living your life to please nowhere. So now I'm comfortable in who I am. Whatever decision I make is up to me. Whatever I do is on my fault. Like I'm learning not to point fingers. I'm learning not to put blame on people, whether it was your fault or not. I'm gonna take accountability for my own actions,
Yeah.
and I'm willing to learn from my actions, and I'm willing to grow from them. And I said to myself last year, enough is enough. 2025 will be my year of honesty, of truth, of transformation, and evolving. And if you're not on that with me, you gotta go.
Yes, I love it. Shakira is the real deal. When she showed up as her. When she presented herself to me, she showed up as her and she spilled it out. I mean, in such a short time, it was enough for me to see real recognize real. And that's how I connect. If you ain't real and if you ain't showing everything, I'm not, because I was that person that she just talked about, before I was healed. All the mess, trying to be perfect, trying to, like you said, I almost savage mentally, I almost sabotaged my family, thinking that it was too good to be true. And before my family break up, I'm just gonna walk away from it before it breaks up. Or before my husband leave me, let me leave him before he leaves me, because that's what I was used to growing up. When things got good, then it all fell apart. So that's how I thought that my life was, that I didn't deserve the life that I asked God for. So everything she just spoke, I went through that whole healing process. And you do have to separate yourself from the world because it's noisy when you're going through the healing process. And you really have to dig deep, and it starts with the mind, the transformation of the mind. Like Shakira said, she made up her mind, like she didn't want to feel like this no more. She didn't want to have to put up these facades and these different masks, adapting to whoever she come across to, and after a while, like she said, I love the analogy that she um, said, it's like a soda bottle you shake up, and eventually you're going to explode. It becomes overwhelming and stressful trying to be all these things that you are not, and just really just heal and show up as her, as yourself. So I know God don't make no mistakes. I know she came into my life for a reason. I'm in the process of finishing my story, telling my story. Birth out of abandonment, and it's basically me having a conversation with my younger self, really healing my younger self, telling her that it's okay, to let go of those things. You have purpose, you have made it, God has healed you, and you don't have to hold on to those things anymore. So I know that Shakira came into my life at a perfect time because we have some work to do. It's people out there who is hurting and who needs to be healed. And this powerhouse, this fireball right here, um, I'm trying to tell you, I'm probably going to keep saying this throughout the whole episode because she really blew my mind. And as she described herself as bold, broken, healed, and whole all in once, that's deep. That's deep. That really just like stuck with me, and really got my attention. Um, but with you having all that, Shakira, what does that balance look like in your everyday life as a wife, mother, and a woman of transformation?
Good. Whew. For one, I'm gonna start saying it looks like being honest with yourself and giving yourself permission to be real, but permission to be human. A lot of people, when you say real, they think you're perfect, and I'm nowhere near perfect, nowhere. But to be all of them and to keep balance, I have to show up for myself every day. I gotta remind myself that I am fierce, I'm fearless, but I'm a human. I
Yeah.
am transforming, but I didn't get there yet. I am on a road and a path. So there are going to be things that try to get in the way and block me, but I gotta remain strong.
Yeah.
I try to keep doubt and fear out of my mind. Um, I try to keep the little girl that want to know, am I really in a safe space away? Because in hearing her keep constantly asking, is she safe? I'll go back to the old Shakira,
Yeah.
which is the flight. The flight is, I don't want to deal with you, so I'm lying about everything now. I just want you to leave me alone because
Mhm.
I'm okay with being alone. I'm very okay with it. As a wife, I learned how to be loved without a choice of conditions.
Oh, that's good.
So a lot of us women, we adapt to men and we allow them to love us with conditions. And for
Mhm.
years, I have allowed men to love me with conditions. As
Yeah.
long as I was good enough for them, they was good
Mhm.
enough for me.
Yeah.
So I learned to be me. You're going to
Mhm.
love me without conditions. You're going to love me because I want you to know that mentally Shakira is gone.
Mhm.
But I'm getting it back. I
Uh-huh.
want you to love me because you know I'm not perfect. I want
Yeah.
you to love me because you know I'm going to make mistakes. I'm
Uh-huh.
not going to sit here and tell you I'm not, but I really learned to just show my husband me the raw parts. It's crazy like when you say that because it's like as a wife, I feel like sometimes I feel like for me, I put too much on my husband. And I have to always understand that, again, he did not cut me, so I shouldn't bleed on him.
Yeah.
However, I am understanding that in this marriage, as my protector, it's okay to just ease my being date a little off so that he understands how deep this cut is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we cover our wounds up and you forget what they look like under there.
Yeah.
So yeah, head, I'm healed, I'm good, my marriage
Mhm.
going great.
Uh-huh.
That's just a covering of your marriage. But
Mhm.
once you pull it back, especially if you pull it back too fast, you pull the skin off. It's
Mhm.
bad.
It hurt.
So
Yeah.
I'm learning every day. Just you
Yeah.
peel a little layer back,
Yeah.
but you be honest and peel it. You be
Yeah.
very transparent because in the beginning, I ain't gonna lie, I hurt my husband because I lied. I lied about everything, y'all.
Yeah.
I want y'all to honestly walk away and know that I never said on here that I was perfect. I was a liar. Like you
Mhm.
asked me my name.
Mhm.
You didn't even get Shakira. If you look at my email, that's not even Shakira. Okay, let's start there. Like I lied. I lied
Yeah.
about everything. I lied about
Yeah.
where I lived. I lied about who I was with. I lied
Yeah.
about everything
Yeah.
because that's how ashamed I was of me.
Yeah.
Um, that's how I wasn't really willing and ready to deal with
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah.
I had these characters I was. So I'm learning. I think as a mother, I'm getting a lot better. Verbally, I was verbally abusive.
Yeah.
Um, I'm getting a lot better. Like I'm getting a lot better. I apologize to my children all the time, my young ones, my old ones. I
Yeah.
apologize because I am now identifying my mistakes. I am
Yeah.
now identifying my wrong terms. So
Yeah.
I'm woman enough to come to my children and let them know, no, I wasn't the perfect mom. And on the outside, everybody probably say I am. And again, that's because it's the illusion that was created. So you
Yeah.
probably do feel like, oh yeah, she's a good mom. She got a lot of kids. She keep them dressed. But the reality of it is that's not what makes your parenting skills for me. I feel like for me, it was showing up for my kids.
Yeah.
And in the physical form, I was there for them.
Mhm.
Financially for them, I was there for them.
Yeah.
But it was that emotional, that spiritual, and then psychologically, because I was detached, I was pouring negativity into them. It's
Yeah.
like you having a cup of dirty water and you just pouring it into your kids. It's still dirty. It's never was filtered. So what I learned and what I had been living, I was pouring it into my children. I mean, I thank God that now I have younger children and I have now have another opportunity to do better and my water is clear. And it ain't
Yeah.
100% clear,
Mhm.
but it is clear enough that I'm able to pour into my children.
Yes. I mean,
So
it's a daily. You have to work at it daily. And I love that you are breaking generational curses, because what you just said earlier is that, even though you hurt and those things that were done to you when you was younger, you say like, I won't do this to my kids, but then when you have your kids, you find yourself doing the same thing. Verbally, like you said, verbally speaking to into them, detached. You don't realize that you're doing those things. And for you to realize that and apologize. Some people think, why are you apologizing to your kids? They're just kids. You don't have to apologize to them. You're their mother. No, you do, because we're not right all the time, you know. And that's why sometimes I take the time and I ask my kids, how do you feel? How do you feel about that? And some people think that's strange for them. They have feelings too, you know. They have feelings too, and I just want to get it right. I want to get it right because this next generation, I don't want them to be hurt. I want them to be healed. I want them to change the bloodline. I don't want them to have trauma. I mean, I know things are going to happen in life, but I don't want them to be broken. I never or want to be a part of making them feel broken. So I love that you take those times to really like look at yourself and say, all right, I messed up here, let me apologize to them. Because that is important. That is important because the material things and all that stuff does not mean anything. I mean, I've come across women that had everything in the world. I came across this lady, her mom was so rich. They were in South Africa. She was rich, but she still was hurting because guess what? Her mom worked all the time. She didn't have her mom. She was lonely. She had everything she could possibly ask for, but she didn't have her mom.
You know what's crazy? I'm not going to say on air my title, but in my book that I'm writing, it's from a child aspect of life. And a lot of, I know for me as an adult now, I didn't think about it as a child. I used to remember hearing elderly say stuff like, you don't know what I do to take care of you, the sacrifice. Like, saying,
Mhm.
my shut up. What sacrifice? Like,
Mhm.
what you doing, miss? Going to work, paying bills. That's what you're
Mhm.
supposed to do.
Right,
As
right.
I got older, I didn't realize that children do got feelings. Because when I was growing up, and I used to say stuff like, question my parent, or it was like that was forbidden. Like, you better not
You
dare
better not.
ask me
Yeah.
nothing. And the way I talk to you is the way I talk to you, and you're not going to say nothing back. But it's like as I got older and I started understanding, like, I was talking to my daughters like this, my son like this.
Mhm. Mhm.
That wasn't so healthy because you ain't like it when somebody spoke them words to
Yeah.
you. And
Yeah.
it's like for us, I remember saying when I was younger, like, when I get older, I ain't gonna beat my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I got older, I beat they behinds.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I'm learning, like, parenting don't come with no guidelines, it don't come with
You
no
don't.
rules, nothing. It's like that's a job every day, but I'm learning to just be transparent. I'm gonna let you know I'm going to make some mistakes, but I'm going to also come to you and apologize to you. And I want you to understand where that mistake came from. What
Yeah.
made me do it? No, I wasn't in the right space. No, I wasn't wrong. But how can I fix it if I can fix it? I mean,
Mhm.
I get it as a parent. It's going to be a lot of things that we can't fix. It's already done.
Yeah.
But to keep showing up and create that emotional safety for my children, I feel like
Mhm.
now I'm okay with my parenting. I'm very 100% satisfied. You would have asked me a couple years ago, I would have told you I was satisfied, but I was lying to you. But
Yeah.
now I got honestly show up and stand on whatever decisions I make for them and to them. And
Mhm.
this is it. So, I mean, I get it. I tell my kids all the time, you're never going to understand every decision that I make and
Yeah.
why I make it. But once you have your children, you might appreciate some. Some you'll
Yeah.
appreciate, some you won't.
Some you won't. Yeah.
It's just creating that emotional space for them. Even for my husband, creating that safety space and that reassurance that I got your back, because
Mhm.
in our culture,
Yes.
just black and brown,
Yes.
I feel like a lot of us women, we don't love our men. We don't love our men, right? And I'm gonna get a lot of backlash and who she thinks she is because I cook and I clean, and
Mhm.
that ain't how you emotionally be there for that
It's
man.
more. Yeah.
It's more than that. And
Yes.
I feel like as a whole, when we come together and start to heal, because heal people help people.
Yes.
Always
Yes.
remember,
Yes.
hurt
For
people,
people.
but heal people help people. And
Yeah.
as a culture, we don't understand women, we are powerful, y'all. We
Yes.
are powerful. If we really step back, identify our hurt, start
Mm-hmm.
to deal with it, we can love
Mm-hmm.
them a little more, because that's all
Yeah.
they. If you look at the average man, and I'm going to say this until I die, I
Yeah.
have never met a man yet that has told me he has become successful because of another man.
Yeah. As a woman.
So for the women out there that think they got one up on their next woman, their mistress, you ain't doing it, baby. Because behind every successful man or man that you feel like got it, it's a
Mm-hmm.
woman behind him.
Woman. Yep.
Whether it's mother,
Yep.
his sister,
Yep.
his baby mom that he told you he don't mess with,
Uh-huh.
the wife
Mm-hmm.
that he say he separated from,
Uh-huh.
the
Mm-hmm.
grandma who tell you he taking care of her, but he living in her home.
Uh-huh.
It's a woman. It's
Yep.
a woman. So I'm learning that for me to be a better wife, I had to learn how to heal myself so that I could properly love him.
Right.
Because other than that, I was bleeding all over him and he never cut me.
Yes. And when you're not healed, you're expecting your husband or your mate to fulfill whatever is missing. And
Yes.
that's not their job to do that. Like you said, you're supposed to come healed, and that's how you're able to love and pour into him. Because when you're not healed and you're not getting what you think you need from him, now you're tearing your man down, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because you feel like he's not living up to the part that you need him to be. But that's not his job. That's not his job to do that, to heal you and
Mm-hmm.
to like you said, bleed all over him, and he don't even know why you reacting and doing the things that you're doing. And men, you have to really like speak it in black and white for them. Their minds are not set up to figure out what's wrong with you,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with you. I mean, just as little as saying, if you need help with the kids, he's not going to just think on his mind that, oh, she needs help with the kids, she's overwhelmed. No, you have to say that. And I've
Yeah.
learned that the hard way. You have to say that. You have to ask for what you want. And they're
I
not
about
going
to
to
say,
figure it out.
remember that saying, closed mouth don't
You
get
don't
fed?
get that? Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they're just not built like that. You have to really just say what you need. Say what's bothering you, because they're not going to be able to figure it out.
Right.
And I love that saying. That's going to stick with me. Hurt people, heal people, help people. I love
That's
that.
true. That's true. You got
Yeah,
to. You got
you
to.
you need to write that down, because that's powerful. That's powerful. Um, Let's talk about Heartbeats Connection. How does it connect to your passion for healing and relationships? Tell us what Heartbeats Connection is about.
So Herpes Connection was a transportation company originally made for um, taking individuals to the prison. But then
Oh,
it got deeper because I learned these women were broken. So it was more so of drawing a connection to restore emotional relations, a healthy relationship. Because I learned, and I was a CEO for years. So while working in a prison system, I learned that our men are just, they say we broke, our men are broken babies. They
broken.
are
Yeah,
babies. They are
yeah,
babies.
yeah,
They are very fragile.
yeah.
So it became deeper. It believe it or not, it's like I saw the trauma in a lot of these families. At the time, I was also a wife of an inmate.
Okay,
So I knew the disconnection. I knew the lack of love. I knew the lack of on both parts, being
okay,
an inmate and the family. So it started to really it went beyond the transportation. Like I said, it became a family, because you are on this journey with these women on a regular. When I tell you riding, these women they go to the jails every week for
mm,
years. So it's
mm,
really, and to see the children, the effects that it was creating on these children, the
yeah,
strain it was putting on women, it just became more of a relationship that I developed, and how you could begin to heal in just a visit. Like it's
yeah,
one day at a time, y'all. It's not never too late. to really show up for yourself. And I know some people might be like, well, I've been going through this for years and it doesn't matter. Like heartbeats connection really, like it came. I actually got this saying because at the moment I had 4 children. And I
Okay.
say my children were my heartbeats.
Yes.
So once I seen while their father was incarcerated, the disconnection in their heart and in their emotions and minds, I would go up to the prison with this girl, that girl, and I was like, I might as well. We all might as well go together. We are suffering the same pain, y'all, just with different men.
Mm-hmm.
So more so like, oh, come on, we're gonna do this together. And I came up with heartbeat connection.
I
So
love it. Who knew? I mean, I know people go see, their significant others in jail, but who knew? I mean, to have a car service to drive, because that's a long ride, depending on where
the
you're
jail that
going.
you're going, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. See, we gotta get Shakira on social media and all this stuff because she has so much. I'm telling you, this girl is powerful. I mean, she knows it, but I don't think she really knows how powerful she is
Believe it or
and
not,
how.
I hear it and I've been hearing it a lot lately. But when you came from where I came from, I see how far I came, but I see how much farther I gotta go.
Oh, it's big.
This
It's big. You don't even realize what you have here is so huge, and I'm
uh,
gonna make sure that the world know who
and that was
Shakira
the
Hickman
point of
is.
me creating this brunch was because I really want to bring women together and let them know it's okay to be real.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
lie, the hurting is only going to get worse. And in today's society, unity is what we need.
yes.
I look at other cultures, uh, they be living like 15 in one house.
Uh-huh.
Like, we can't even get Aunt Sue to move in with just one kid without us arguing, kicking her out. So
I
it's
know, you're
like,
right.
I'm hoping that with this and connecting with you, Mika, that I can really touch anybody. And if I touch one person, that's all I need.
Yep.
Because that one life can save one life, and that one life can save another life. And before you,
Yeah,
all of us women can come together and be healed, but it's going to start with you. You got to
yeah,
look in the mirror. And I'm telling you, them dark, dark secrets that you said ain't nobody supposed to know, let them out.
yep,
And let me be honest. I ain't telling you how to tell everybody your secret because I will never tell you that.
right.
But you have to allow yourself to release them and let it go.
Yeah,
Because if not,
absolutely.
your life is going to constantly be tug of war. You're going to feel like you're getting ahead, but the moment you get ahead, you get pulled back in.
Yep,
So now I'm at a point in my life, you can open a closet, you can look around, you can sit down, you can try stuff on. Ain't nothing falling out because I'm
yep,
me.
yeah,
I want you to know I'm me.
yeah,
Regardless of how you find out about it, how you hear about it, whether you agree with it or not, I am me. Because when I die, I'm going to die alone. So that's the reality. I feel like you have to be comfortable in accepting the truth. And once you become acceptance to your truth, not nobody else's truth, I get it. We listen to so many people tell us so many things and we start to live by them. Oh, you too grown. She's going to start being grown. He bad. He's going to start being bad. But listen to your own voice. You know who you are. You know what you feel. That's it. And when I went into I'm being honest with y'all. I really started this journey not even a year ago.
mm,
I walked into the bathroom.
mm-hmm,
It was 2:45 in the morning.
mm-hmm,
I didn't sleep. And I just was crying and I was crying. I was like, why can't my life get better? What,
mm-hmm,
what's wrong with me? Like, why am I not good enough? Why
mm,
I'm not strong enough? Why I'm not pretty enough? I just, almost a year ago, said to myself, I'm pretty, felt it, meant it, and walk in it.
mm,
And that's powerful, y'all, because I'm 38 years old.
It is
So
so
to
fun.
really look at myself and say, you are someone. You are
Yes,
worthy. I
yes.
had to do things I didn't want to do. I had to tell stories about the truth that I didn't want to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I know growing up, we are taught that what goes on in the house, stay in the house, and some things you just let it go, right?
Yeah.
But the reality of it is because if you keep sweeping everything under the rug and put that rug back down, I don't care how clean your house look, that thing is dirty. Because the moment you pull that rug back, for all them
Mm-hmm.
years that you were
Mm-hmm.
sweeping the trash under that rug,
Mm-hmm.
it's damage. And that was me. All these years, things would happen. I would go through things, I would feel things, and I would just a new mask, a new
Mm-hmm.
pair of sneakers,
Mm-hmm.
a new outfit, and a
Mm-hmm.
new.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine being 38 years old with 38 years of lies on you, 38 years of filth on you? I can't
Yeah.
imagine. But
Yeah.
that moment at 2:45 in the morning, I let it out. I let it go.
Weigh you down. I mean, I tell people you have to let it go because it will kill you slowly. I mean, it definitely will. You have to let it go. I'm not even going to ask the next question because Shakira already answered it. And it was basically just saying if you feel ashamed of your story, what message would you give a woman that feels stuck in survival mode? But she
That's
answered it.
crazy because I wrote a letter to women. Hold on. Whew. To the woman still surviving, first, I want to say I see you. I know what it feels like to carry weight and everything still smile. To be strong for everyone, and yet you so empty. I know what it feels like to have dreams you're too tired to chase or be ashamed of your past. To feel like your story is too messy, too painful, too complicated to ever become something beautiful. But I want you to know you are not your pain. You are not your trauma. You are not what they did to you. Survival mode kept you alive, but you are allowed to want more than just making it. You're allowed
Yeah,
to rest, to exhale, to ask for help. You don't have to carry it alone. You're not being called weak because you're wounded. You're not broken beyond repair. You're still worthy of love, appreciation, even with cracks and imperfections. And sometimes the bravest thing you could do is stop pretending and start healing. Start choosing you because the world doesn't need a perfect version of you. It needs the real one, the one who fought battles and lived to tell the truth. You need to let the world know that you a survivor. I don't care how dirty the secret is, how dark it is. It's like at the end of every tunnel. So if I can say anything, just be you. Just be
yeah,
you. I mean, it's going to
yeah,
hurt you. It might hurt the people around you, but in order to start healing, you gotta. It's a process. It's a process, and it's not a pretty one. I'm not gonna tell you that. It's gonna be days that you cry. It's days I still cry. It's days I want to reach out to certain people and I miss certain things, but I'm on a path. It's like that set the train. When y'all miss it, that conductor is not coming back for you. You better
yeah,
catch the next one. And that's
yeah,
where I'm at with it.
yeah. I love it. Shakira, you are a powerhouse. Real, recognize real. This is what this next generation need. This next season, um, people, just women and men, I'm gonna say men too. They need real, recognize real, raw, and just showing up as her. And I'm gonna say this again. Shakira really showed up to me as her. I mean, just fully her. And I felt every word that come out of her mouth. Now she hasn't done any comedian on here, but she's funny too, y'all. She had me cracking up. Do you hear me? I mean, she had me
You
rolling.
gotta
I
laugh to
mean,
keep from crying, but I learned over the years that this just me. Like I'm everything. Like this just me. Like and sometimes in life, like that's you gotta learn to adjust.
and that's
It's
the
not
only
a
thing
change.
that you can be is you. You and that's it. That's all you have is just you.
It's crazy
Um
because
and
I got a
and
tattoo on me and it say
uh
beautiful disaster. And somebody said,
beautiful
what
disaster.
made
I
you
love it.
get beautiful disaster? I said, it's me. They said, what you mean? I said, I can be beautiful. pretty over the side. I'm mentally detached,
Yeah.
emotionally not connected,
Yeah.
screws all loose. Like, listen, is me. But I learned to embrace it. So anybody that's going to love me, anybody that's going to ever come near me, now from my past, of course, you're going to have people that say, "Oh well, I know her about this and I know her about that." Well, she always lied, and that's okay.
Yep. That's,
I
don't
tell
even worry
people
about
that's
that.
okay because
Your
when you
past
bring up
does
my
not
past,
define you. Your
when you bring
past
up
does
my
not
past,
define you.
that's where I leave you at in the
Yeah.
past because
Yep.
that's not me. And you
Yep.
can never get ahead in anything you do in life by keep looking back because you're going to lose focus on what's in front of you. So you have to be, and I feel like sometimes that's another reason why we as people, women, we're scared to change because you don't want your past to come back. But that's
Yes.
not going to change. You got to accept it. Who you was then, that's what they gonna know you about because that's how they knew you.
Yeah.
However, you don't have to let that define where you're going or who you are now. So
Yes.
just be true to yourself.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. See, I told you this episode was so powerful. And I'm going to have Shakira on here again because we got to keep up with what she has in store for women who need to be healed. Them
They
showing
can
up
come to my
boldly.
brunch. I gave you my flyer to my brunch, right?
Yes, and I'm gonna post that. And I want you to announce that again. And when we finish this, we're gonna connect because I want to get you on social media, so we can really, so the women can really see who you are and what you're doing. Because this is real. And it's funny because I've been asking God to connect me with some like real women that I need to put together for the Mommy's Tea Time community, because I don't want no fluff. You know, we done had fluff for years. We need it raw. We need it bold. We need it just really showing up as her. So I want you to get connected with her. I'm going to get her information. I'm going to post it. I want you to just to talk a little bit about your event that's coming up, and how can we like purchase and be in the room.
So, y'all got me on Front Street.
That's all
This,
right.
this it is. So it's a brunch, a women's empowerment brunch. It's free. When I first said it, everybody was like, "Oh, you should charge. You should charge." But the reality of it is, why should I charge people for wanting to be healed? Um, so then I created a GoFundMe page, but that was so that people could donate for me to purchase things for the brunch. But it's Saturday, June 28th, at 10 from 10 to 2. If you are a person that sells or vends, I have spaces available now. I charge $70 for them. You could call me. It's at 914 West Gerard. But this brunch is, I don't want nobody to look at it as, how can I say it? Just a meal time because it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I want you to understand that what I'm creating is a space for women to know that it's safe where you're at to be
Yeah.
healed,
Yeah.
to transform. I want you to walk away because this journey it came from my own trauma. It came
Mm-hmm.
from my own silence, my own survival, but it
Yes.
also came from me awakening myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I want everyone to know like this is a time where I need you not to be who I used to be or who you used to be. So a lot of us women, we wear armors. Let's take it off. It's time to stop. A lot of us smile, but the smile ain't real. Let's just
Yeah.
stop. It's okay to cry. I
Yeah.
am a big crybaby. I am a big crybaby. I held it together for years
Yeah.
while falling apart inside and nobody even know.
Yeah.
Um, and I think sometimes they get overlooked because people look at you. She's strong. You ain't hear what she said, girl. She ain't my paying us no mind. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
crybaby. That hurt
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So again, we all make choices we not proud of. I know for me, sometimes it was with my actions, my silence, and my distance. But again, you got to reach a point in your life where you're ready to stop. So this is a place where I want healed people to help people, heal women to help build bridges for our
Yeah.
children and our men.
Yeah.
I want us to be able to hold their space instead of holding grudges. Cause I ain't gonna lie, honey, Shakira, a couple years ago, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have liked you because you did that too. But
Yeah.
now I'm learning that
You have to
it
forgive. You
yes.
have to
And
forgive.
people don't understand
Not
forgiving is not for them.
yes, it's for yourself.
It's for us, for
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
it is a place that I want you to be open and know that when on this journey that you're not alone, that you have other women that's willing to support you. This brunch is for every woman that's tired of wearing masks, tired of hiding, tired of bleeding on people. This is for the women that's ready to say, I'm done. No more. And that's where I came up from. No more hiding. I am becoming her. Her stands for healing, evolving, and rebirthing, reclaiming. That's me. Like
Yes.
I am her. When people say
Yes.
now who you, I'm her. And I
Yes.
say it with confidence because I'm her. I'm me. I'm
Yes.
her. If
Yes.
you anywhere
Yes.
you looking at, you ain't gonna find her. I'm her.
Yes. Yes.
So this is a place for you to come and let it out. My ultimate goal is also to be a resource to women. Whether it's spiritually, I have someone, a minister, no matter what religion, because you got some people that be like, well, what religion? No, any religion. I have a spiritual connection on any religion if you want it. I want to create a space where though you have that sisterhood and unity that if you need something, you could call. Because we all got them times where I don't, but there are individuals that have times where they fall short. You
Yes.
might need a trans fast, a token. Well, they don't have tokens no more, but there might be something that you may be in need of and
Yes.
you're going to be able to come and get it. There
Yes.
may be times where you just want to vent. You can't go
Yes.
tell Aunt Becky your man cheated on you because she about to tell a whole
Whole
family you got
family.
cheated on. But you can call on your sister, and I'm gonna be
Mhm.
the first to tell you, don't leave that man if it's worth it, girl. I don't care if he cheated, because I'm saying this for the world to know. In case you know mine, I ain't going
Yes.
nowhere. That's
Yes.
mine.
Yes.
So we as women, I want us to become stronger, more
Mhm.
confident in ourselves, more
Yes.
loving, and more
Yes.
vulnerable because you have to be you. And again,
Yes.
this journey ain't pretty. It's going to tear
Yes.
you up. It's going to cut you up, break you down. It's going to have you questioning yourself sometimes. Like, what am I doing? This ain't me. How they
Yes.
used to say, this ain't the old me. I'm
For
getting
me.
soft. It's
Yes.
supposed to. It's
Yes.
supposed to make you soft. Yes.
Yes. Yes. I love it. This was so powerful. It was so inspiring. It's exactly what Mommy's Tea Time is about: transformation, empower, and affirming all aspects of your life, your dreams, your marriage, whatever it is, your trauma. You want to overcome all those things in life so you can walk in your purpose. Um, this is the end of the show. I hate to end it because I can talk to Shakira. I mean, she has so much. She has so much in her that she can share. Just talking to her in just a little time that we had, she has so much to give, so much to pour. So if you have been inspired by this episode, I want you to write it in a comment, share it with another woman that you may think that need to hear this episode. And I'm going to post her flyer because you need to be in the room. If you in the Philadelphia area, you want to be there. And again, ladies, always remember, because we can't end the show without an affirmation, and that is, I am transforming. I am empowered. I am affirming all of my dreams because I am the T. And remember, you are enough. As Shakira said, you are enough. Until next time, keep brewing purpose and don't forget to sip slow and speak life. Have a
That's
good day.
right.